Finishing episode 3, and I absolutely feel empty. Absolutely empty, deflated. In fact, remember how I said in episode 1 I was yawning? Episode 3, I'm not yawning. I'm not bored at all, but I am empty. I absolutely feel so deflated. I can't connect with any of these characters. I don't care what happens to Mutsuki. I don't care what happens to what's his name? Sasaki. What's the other guy's name? I don't even remember. Saiko. I don't care. Juzo. I know he was in the previous season. Ray, but I don't care about him. I don't care about honestly even seeing that Shinohara was still alive. I don't care about Shinohara. I don't care about Shinohara. I don't care about Akira. I just don't. I just absolutely don't. I feel broken. I just don't. Even if anything were to happen in this show, look, I'm just gonna tell you what I'm thinking. If all this talk about bringing back, or what if Sasaki's memories come back, if you're telling me that his body is still Kaneki, then they must have done something to his body for it to end that way. They must have done something to his brain, and it won't change the fact that I'm not clinging on to it. I'm not clinging on to any hope that, oh, hey, maybe at least his body is still the same and he'll go back to being like, I don't think it's that. I think it's far more invasive. I don't know why. I think this is a different person, maybe a half person. I don't know. I don't know what kind of operation he went through. Maybe some fucked up experiment where they had to chop off half his brain just so he, mix it up with another person. I don't know. I genuinely don't know, and I don't care. I really don't. I wanted Kaneki. No matter who he was, no matter the mistakes and flaws that he has, I don't care. I liked him as the main character. I liked him for who he is, even though I would criticize them, even though, like, I don't care. I genuinely don't. I just want Kaneki to be back. And it just seems like the whole scenario is going far from it. Tsukiyama had this moment, right? Now he's being called Master Shu. He had this moment where he took Sasaki's boxers, smelt it or something, but he was like, nothing's on there. Absolutely nothing. Who knows? Maybe in the next episode, Sasaki ends up spilling a bit of blood, and then he starts going crazy again. And I'm just gonna feel so devoid of emotion because it's not him. It's just not him. I'm so tired. I can't even muster tears from my eyes because I'm empty. I'm absolutely empty, and this is not Kaneki. It's not Kaneki, and I know you might be wondering, well, what do you think of Sasaki? Do you hate him? I hate the fact that there's a part of Kaneki in him. I absolutely hate it. If something was done to Kaneki, if they did something to Kaneki that made the ended up becoming Sasaki, that's what I fucking hate the most. I don't know how they did it. How how life changing it was. Like, how much did they work on him? Surely that's what they did. And honestly, I do not care with whatever happens to them. I don't care what happens to their whole group. And I'm sorry, but Akira just I don't know, bro. I really don't. I really don't. I don't have anyone to root for in this show at this point. For a minute I thought season 2 was going to be the season I was like a little bit off put by, and I just don't want to deal with any of it. But then here we are, season 3, and you've absolutely sunk it. You've absolutely sunk it. I just I feel like a bystander. Like I feel like I'm watching a show and I'm not actually connecting with it. I'm not with any of those characters. I'm holding on to that moment where things are just right. Like not perfect. Things are just the right moments. And it has something to do with Kaneki. It just has something to do with Kaneki. Cuz this man, I wanna bring my tears, bro, because you cannot just forget about Hide. You absolutely fucking cannot. Now you could say, well, what if Kaneki ended up turning into this? What if he was maybe chopped up, maybe his organs were transplanted into somebody, maybe this and that, whatever happened to him was because of the reason of what happened to Hide. And I'm like, well, I don't really have any point rooting for anybody. I'm still gonna finish the show, but what solidified to me in this whole entire show was that scene. Him carrying Hide, him and his talk with Albon. Those two moments will forever be engraved in me. Those two moments are the moments that I remember Tokyo Ghoul. Not whatever the fuck happens in the next few episodes of this. And I'm look, I said I wasn't gonna hold on to any hope, but if there is some chance or maybe a glimmer of something, I'll take it, bro. I genuinely would. I'm empty. I'm devoid. I have no one to root for. Not even Akira. Not even. Not even Akira. And the Nutcracker. I'm throwing this out there just cause why not? I think the Nutcracker is that bar girl. I forgot her name. She was well, she wasn't a member of Anteku, but she was like managing a bar with Yomu. I just don't. I'm not too bothered. What about Hinami joining Aogiri? I'm not too bothered. Toka, I think she's also decided to join. Uh, Aogiri, I'm not too bothered. I genuinely am not. Like, man, the only reason I was clinging on to this show is because of Kaneki, bro. He's the reason why I freaking watched this show. He's 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 the reason why I can keep on going, and he's not in the show. I just can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. You throw me into that fucking hell. You you confuse me. You destroy me in the past 2 seasons, and and this is the ultimatum. This is this is how it ends for him. It's just like I'm tired. My shoulders are slumped. My eyes are heavy. I wanna sleep. Let's go watch episode 4, man. I'm just whatever happens happens. I guess episode 4 it is then.